All right, y'all. So this is actually my last drop. The drop before this, they wouldn't even let me record. But as y'all can see, man, fuel stop was $87.94. We was sitting at a total profit of $5,349.54. Subtract that fuel fill up from this morning, $87.94, leaves us at a total profit of $5,261.60 on this load, y'all. I mean, shit, you can't beat that. You feel me? Like, even though it had me up in the mountains, and I'm talking mountains, I'm talking like that shit had like Yodelay, I'm talking about that shit was out there. You know what I'm saying? But man, y'all let me know in the comments, man, if y'all enjoyed doing this load with me, man, and I'm gonna bring y'all more loads. Hey y'all, welcome back to part 2. Make sure that you liking and subscribing to this channel, man. Make sure that you're gonna stay up to date, because I'm showing everything. I believe I'm probably the rawest, the rawest, gotta be the rawest truck driver I done seen on YouTube, for real. Because they ain't even talking like how I'm talking or doing none of this. Like, I'm giving it to y'all straight up, you feel me? But anyway, make sure y'all stay to the end of this video, because I'm gonna give y'all the breakdown of what these numbers looking like for the month. Hey man, if y'all enjoying these videos, finding out what it's like to be a semi-truck driver in 2024, man, y'all make sure y'all drop that in the comments, man, and let me know. Make sure y'all like and subscribe to the channel, and let's get back to it from this load from hell, going from Haleyville, Alabama to Eugene, Oregon. So, as y'all can see, I'm already up, moving around, filling up my tanks this morning, getting my blood going on my way to the delivery. So, last time we was doing this video, I was in profit at about $6,206.11. After filling up my tanks, it took me about $191.96. So that's leaving me at a total profit of $6,014.15 still to the good. Now, as you can see, that this load, I had to do a lot of moving around, man. As you can see, man, it was a lot of shit, man, moving these boxes one by one. But y'all tell me in the comments, man, would y'all be willing to touch some freight for this kind of profit? Now, I only have a few more stops. And like I said, man, I'm planning on still profiting about $5,000 off of this load after diesel costs and everything. If more, great. But I'm expecting at least $5,000. So after we got everything off the truck, you know, I had to secure my load and tie everything up and made sure everything was good. So after I got everything back like how I needed it, strapped everything down, now we back on the road. All right, y'all, so y'all see, I just got that unloaded, got that shit out the way. Y'all let me know in the comments, man, do y'all think that was too much work? I don't really think so. I don't really think that was too much work. Like I said, man, I'm used to doing hard labor and shit before I started driving trucks, so all this shit kind of biting me. But I've been out. So I feel like I already done touched bases on this before, but if I have, man, the ones who already know my story, man, y'all excuse me, but I'm about to go back over my story again as far as trucking. So I've been trucking now 6 years. I got my CDL back in 2019. I got trained on a stick shift. So if y'all can't even drive a stick shift, don't even be in my comments for real talking about I'm fucking a gamer. So, and from there, I moved to Florida, Leesburg, Florida, and I was driving for a company called Leesburg Concrete. You can look it up. That was my first CDL job. I worked there from like 2019 to about 2020, 2021, somewhere around up in there. And then I moved back to South Carolina, and then in South Carolina, in Anderson, I was driving for like, I can't even remember the name of that shit, but I worked there for like Benor Logistics. I drove for them doing some local shit. Truck Service, that was the name of it. I drove for them too. They was out of Forest City, Forest Park, North Carolina or something like that. Did a little bit of local shit for them. And with the yellow truck, Mercer Transport, I did a little bit of local shit for them too. Alright, and then after that, that's whenever pandemic had hit, right? So this is whenever a lot of people started getting their CDLs and shit like that, you know, because they seen like all how them rates was looking, you know, so they was thinking that those was normal rates. Like, bro, them rates left with goddamn them PPP loans, bro. This is real life trucking right here. You know what I'm saying? That we going through. That's why I'm showing y'all the real of this shit. Cause like I be looking on YouTube and shit like that, man, and folks trying to sell y'all courses and shit like that, and everybody believe that it's a golden company that's still paying them rates and shit like that. Now I'm not gonna lie now, the Russians and shit and the foreigners that's coming over here, they are fucking up the rates now. I ain't even gonna lie. But it's like, bro, it ain't that bad compared to how it was like pre-COVID now. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, average is about $2 a mile. And if y'all think that I'm lying, y'all can actually go on the DAT board, the DAT load board, and actually go look at like the rates, because it'll show you like what the rates are, you know, like averaging coming out of what state and what region and everything. And if you go back and look before COVID, it's damn near the same as what it is now for real. It's not really a great difference. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, so back to what I was saying. So anyway, that's whenever COVID had hit. Once COVID had hit, me and the girl that I was with at the time, she was good at paperwork and shit like that. I didn't really like too much doing paperwork. That's another reason why this works better for me. I don't really like doing IFTAs and having to go up to the DMV, get the plates and shit like that, filing 2290s, doing all of that bullshit just so I can have my name on the side of the truck. I could give a fuck who name on the side of the truck. It could be YouTube Transport for all I give a fuck, and then everybody gonna be like, oh nigga, you work a job. Or I could deal with all the paperwork and all that shit that I don't want to deal with, smile on Instagram and be like, y'all see it, I got my own authority and my own truck, whoop the wham. You know what I'm saying? And then but deep down inside, I feel like I'm failing. You know what I'm saying? And me personally, I always pick my happiness over any fucking thing. You dig what I'm saying? Because I'm the one who got to go to sleep at night with that shit. Just like, you know, and then we bought the truck from Ryder. That shit was like a Volvo. Had like 700,000 miles on it, but we had the 300,000 mile warranty from like P3000, I think, P2000 or something like that. Don't quote me on it because I don't remember the name of it. Like I said, this was during like pandemic time for real. So every time it did tie up, you know, they would pay like a percentage on it, and then we would have to pay the remainder. So as soon as we get the authority, we having to get the insurance or whatever, we put down like 10 bands on the truck, because first we went to OTR leasing. You can look them up too. I flew to OTR leasing. I can't remember where that was at, but I flew out there, I got the truck, we got back. The DMV wouldn't never give us the title, and we couldn't get our IFTA stickers and stuff like that, because they said that we had to have the title and shit. And then we call it OTR leasing and shit like that. It had been like 2 months then waiting on the damn title. You know what I'm saying? So we just had the truck stuck, but we can't even use. We couldn't even take it nowhere and run it on their authority or nothing like that, because we didn't have the title yet, so we couldn't get a plate. And then even whenever we tried to go around and take it to somewhere, and then for them to get the plates, they was asking us for the title too. You know what I'm saying? So that was like 2 months stuck. And then I went to CRST, and I ain't gonna lie, CRST, I was making like $8,000 a week, and because I was training the students. And I'll post like one of my check stubs right here. I'm gonna look at my email and find my CRST check stub. So y'all know that the rates was good during that time, man. Like I said, man, this was PPP money and pandemic money, so rates was crazy. You know what I'm saying? I was making like $8,000 a week, training students at CRST, and here go the proof. So I know I get what y'all saying, man, but them rates not realistic. So, anywho, so while I'm driving at CRST, I'm taking the money that I'm making from CRST, and I'm using it to pay my insurance and pay my truck payment to Ryder. Well, then I didn't have no truck payment to Ryder, I'm lying. So I was working at CRST, and I was just using that to pay my truck insurance, because OTR leasing, they just kept pushing the payment back because we didn't get the title. So after we don't pay the insurance or whatever, like 2-3 months, and our insurance was like $3,000 a month, because we had to have $1 million a million cargo because we was doing Amazon relay because that was the goal for me. I wanted to get the contracts. I wanted to get the contracts from Amazon so that way they gave us a fuel surcharge and it was basically like flat rate, dropping hook and shit like that. And it was just, that was sweet. That's what, again, worked the best for me. Because I didn't too much like fucking with that load board. Because I don't really like calling brokers and shit like that. I'd rather go on Amazon and relay and goddamn book my whole fucking 2-week block or 3-week block. You know what I'm saying? And then I know what the fuck I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Again, that's what worked best for me while I had my own authority. But that could have been why I failed. You know, everybody who got their own authority, y'all let me know in the comments or whatever how y'all feel about Amazon relay. But that's the route that I took. This is my story. So after that, we said, man, fuck that OTR leasing shit, man. This shit done been like 2 months. So then we got on Ryder, and then we was also looking at Ritchie Brothers, trying to get a truck off Ritchie Brothers. So we go on Ryder, we applied for Ryder, and then I think that during pandemic, like they gave us like, they approved us for up to like 80, like 75,000 to like 100,000. But y'all know during pandemic, the prices of them trucks was like through the fucking roof now. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, that PP money was out there. The PPP money was out there. You know what I mean? So now you could probably get that same truck that we had back then for like 20,000, 15, 20,000. But during then it was like 100. Let's just be real. If we're gonna tell the truth, let's tell the truth all the way. So they had only approved us for like 80 to like 100K. Hell, the truck I'm in now is 100K. But then we had like an old ass truck, man, 2018, 2017, 2019. So it had to be like the 2016 then, because it's like 2021. It had like 700K miles on it. Boom. We had to put down like 10,000. So boom, we put down the 10,000 after already paying the insurance and shit, and you know, having to pay all like the DMV fees, 2290s and shit, and all of that bullshit. So boom, we paid that too. Put down the 10 bands. We go to Ryder, we get the truck, goddamn, and we ride. We smooth, everything straight. Alright, so finally get the tire, we start running. And then goddamn, they was like, alright, well, you know, you gotta do your DOT inspection. So niggas go do a DOT inspection, and everything was straight. You know what I'm saying? So then after about a week or two of running, the death light came on. I thought it was just a regen, so I'm trying to regen the bitch. You know what I'm saying? And come to find out, we take it to the shop. It's a hole in the fucking exhaust system and shit like that, all that whoopty wound. So then they like, okay, so that repair cost a couple thousand off the rip. So all the money that I just made had to go back to a repair, and then I had to come out of money for insurance again, and now a truck payment. Boom, get that shit fixed, start running again. We running Amazon relay and shit. They ain't really paying that much because that was before we had like access to the good blocks and shit like that. But you know me, I think long term. That's why I'm fucking with the vlogging, because I see the vision long term. So after that, now we get the truck out the shop, we start running again. Me and the girl I was fucking with at the time, we team driving that bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm driving some of her hours and shit, you know what I'm saying? You know, and we running and shit like that. And we weren't really getting paid. Like we was really doing that shit for free for real, because we was coming out the fucking hole. It really wasn't no money to be made for real. So we really stressed out arguing in that bitch for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna tell the truth. So, yeah, so we really just stressed out arguing in that motherfucker. We having to do paperwork every time the money come in, boom. We gotta pay off the fuel cards and shit, then the little bit of profit that we got, shit, we trying to pay off goddamn credit cards and shit that we've been having to use to pay for shit to keep the business afloat during that 3 months. So we was already in the fucking red. And then next thing you know, we start back, kind of getting out the whole truck tab again. Boom. Alright. So then boom, truck tab again, truck back in the shop. We get that shit fixed, get out the shop, and then it was like, man, fuck this, man. We ain't really seeing no progress. Fuck it, man. We might as well just hire a driver. Alright, so first driver we hired, he was cool. He was cool or whatnot. It's just the only thing I ain't like was every time I sent him to a city, he had a bitch out there. You know what I'm saying? So he going out there. We be like, hey bro, so we got this load going to Ohio, cause my girl at the time, she was like, she wanted to try to dispatch in the load board shit. So we was trying to do load out trailers and all that bullshit that she wanted to do. So we had a load going to Ohio. He like, oh, I got a bitch out there in Ohio. So he go to Ohio, he go see the bitch. And then the next day, you know what I'm saying, he late starting or whatever, boom. And then, you know, we like, all right, we gonna get you a load out here. And then he like, well, you know, I'm in the bike club. So shit, I'm gonna holler at my bike buddies while I'm out there. And then he holler at the bitch. And then we had to, you know, get him a load to Atlanta. And then he couldn't find the drop. So we on the phone with Amazon trying to goddamn find out where it's at in Atlanta. We calling his ass back. He ain't picking up. He texting me talking about, I'm at the movies or whatever. I'm gonna call you back. Man, I drove to Atlanta and got my shit. And then he had it parked on the side of the road. So then, boom, we went to Atlanta, I got it. I was just like, hey, bro, I'm at the truck. You can come get your shit out and bring the key. He was like, nah, bro, you good, bro. You can just keep it. I was like, bro, I ain't gonna do nothing to you, bro. And then he was like, nah, bro, just keep the truck. And I was like, all right, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? So, which I probably did have an attitude, you feel me? Like I said, man, we in the hole and shit, nigga, you playing, you fucking hole. But he was a worker, so it really ain't had nothing to do with him for real. So I feel him. And then so then I'm back in the truck again. And then we hired another driver. He was straight. He was running that motherfucker for real. And then after he was running it, he was driving for like a month or two. And then he said he wanted to get a team member. And then his team member or whatever hopped in the truck after we had added him on insurance. And every time we was adding drivers, man, we had to pay to add them to the insurance. So out the rip, we just going deeper in the fucking hole, man. But it looked good on Instagram and Facebook. My name was on the side of the truck, man. That shit had looked real good. Yeah, it looked real good. You know what I'm saying? So anywho, so Buddy flew out there or whatever to go get the truck or whatever, and then they started team driving. He fell asleep that night. Went to sleep in like one of the median lanes or whatever. Boom, fucked the truck up in goddamn Little Rock, Arkansas. So boom, now the truck up there, we call them Progressive and shit like that, trying to find out what's going on and shit like that. They come out there, they get it appraised, they total it out. And then they was like, all right, then Progressive was like, nah, we want to go somewhere else, because, you know, they was going to have to pay out, they was going to have to pay us out like, then I want to say, man, it was like $300K that we had on the goddamn, you know, because they asked you, like, what's the value of the truck for real? So then they took it somewhere else. The other people or whatever, they totaled it out too. And then goddamn, you know, and then this was like a 2-month process. We steady having to pay insurance, and then we still have to pay the truck payment for Raleigh, even though that bitch wrecked. So then, you know what I'm saying, we still paying that shit. And then that 3rd month, Raleigh hit us back and told us that they found somebody who said that they could fix it or whatever, and they weren't gonna total it out. And then they was gonna send us the money to go pick it up, and then we just had to pay the $1,000 deductible. Whenever they said it like they was just gonna send us the check to go get it fixed, and I want to say it was like 20 bands to get the truck fixed. We was just gonna take the 20 and be like, fuck the authority in. But then they ended up paying it to the shop, and then once they paid it to the shop, we ain't even go get the truck, and we just said, man, fuck that authority shit. And then, you know, I was day trading anyway, so I was like, you know, and then she had her own hustles going on anyway, so we was just like, fuck that authority, like that shit was a lot. You know what I'm saying? So now, after going through all of that, I'm realizing that everybody who I know who own their trucks, they constantly tearing up. They gotta pay it to a shop because they have high mileage, right? Or I look at it like I can go the route that I'm going. It only got it got about 200 now, but it only had like 100,000 miles on it. I got a full warranty on this bitch up to 500K miles. After that, I'm just gonna get into a new truck and renew my lease or truck payment, or however you want to look at it. You know what I'm saying? And this is what works good for me, man. My insurance only $435 a month with Mercer. You know, my truck payment or whatever, you know, it is $1,200 a week, but shit, hey, this is what works for me. You know what I'm saying? Well, my truck payment is actually $800, but I'm choosing to put an additional $400 every week in a maintenance account. So in the event of like a tire blow or anything like that, if anything was to happen, I got money set aside for that. You know, so this works lovely for me. I'm happy, if y'all can't tell by my face. You know, I'm not happy as far as, you know, like, I am happy with the rates because we get a big fuel discount. If y'all haven't been noticing it, but we get a big fuel discount. And then too, I don't know why y'all worry about my rates anyway, because I'm running off Mercer load board. Whatever load board y'all running off of, they ain't got shit to do with me. But yeah. But I'm not in no way trying to tell nobody not to get their own authority. You know, because you got to do what works for you. Hell, somebody might live in goddamn Texas, and they goddamn got good freight coming up out of Texas, so it's worth getting the authority for them. But you know, at the time, nigga, I was living in fucking Inman, South Carolina. Wasn't shit coming up out of that bitch. You know what I'm saying? And you know, like I said, it's just whatever works for different people. This works for me. You know? You know what I'm saying? Because I thought about it. Because you can get like a 2021, a 2020 Freightliner with like 400, 500,000 miles on it for like 25,000. I thought about buying one of them, but then I was like, okay. Then I just gotta start dealing with breakdowns and shit. Then the truck being in the shop, and then that's time I could have been running. Like, I'd rather just not have to worry about that shit, man. Real. And then if this truck do break down, I'm just gonna get some home time. Cause I don't give a fuck, man. I'll buy a flight. I'll put this bitch in the shop, and if they be like it's gonna be broke down for like a week or two, I just fly home. You know, I manage my money well, so it's not like I'll be fucked up and can't even get home and I'm stuck in a hotel or whatever, hotel eating me up and shit like that. Like, nah. You know. But that's my story. And now we're on the way to Salt Lake City or whatever, and like I said, you know, this part 2, so I'll see y'all once I make my delivery in Salt Lake City, which will be Monday. And this weekend I'm just gonna be out. I might show y'all some vlog content or whatever, but yeah, that's it. Hey man, if y'all loving this content, man, make sure that y'all like and subscribe to the channel. Do it right now, man. It's on sale. It's absolutely free. I'm talking about you can like and subscribe, hit the notification button, you can comment, you can do whatever, all on my page right now, and it's all free. I'm telling you, man, do it. Ain't nothing gonna happen to you. But let's get down to the bread and butter, man, where everybody is mainly here to see. You know, everybody mainly want to see the money, right? Ain't God good? All the time. All the time. Ain't God good? Let the church say amen. So, let's talk these numbers. Alright, so worst come to worst, this is just my low ball number that I threw myself. So, total is $20,484.05. I deducted my fuel costs being around $5,280.50, and I based that off of me only getting, I want to say like $5 a mile, right? And then I deducted $4,800 off of this because my truck payment is typically $1,200 a week. My truck payment is only $800, but I deduct an additional $400 to go into maintenance to cover, you know, tires, oil changes, all of those things. You see what I'm saying? So I don't have to worry about maintenance to a certain extent. Now, that is still giving me a total profit of $10,403.50, guys. Now, you got to think now that $4,800 really is going to be cut in half. So it's really only going to be $2,400 because realistically, I only had to pay 2 truck payments for the month of September because my first truck payment isn't due until the 16th, right? So all this week, all these loads I've been doing, man, I haven't had no truck payment, which is lovely. Y'all see these fuel discounts. Fuel is probably gonna be even cheaper than that $5,000, y'all. But we gonna see at the end, man. Hallelujah. Y'all stay tuned, man. Like and subscribe. Yeah, good morning, YouTube. So they already got me unloaded. It was only 6 boxes, so I didn't have to actually get off and hand load these. So now we're on the way to the next stop, which is at Idaho. I'm only 4 hours and 30 minutes away. They said they stop accepting deliveries at 3 p.m. So I'm about to attempt to make it down there today before 3. And let's just see if I can get it unloaded. Let's hit the road. Alright, man. Y'all go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button for me, man, and turn them notifications on. So let's go ahead and get to calculating our profit. So I had to fill up my truck twice. At this first stop that you see, this first one in Ontario, Oregon, I put in $134.59 after my fuel discount. I got a fuel discount of $49.60, and it took 49.79 gallons to fill my truck up. I ain't gonna lie, I tried to put in that last little bit of gallon, you know, to get the 50 gallons so I could get the free shower credit. But it had already clicked off because I started talking to somebody at the fuel pump who recognized me from YouTube because he said he was thinking about coming to Mercer. So I put in 134 there, and then my next fuel stop, I had put in $326.63 in Salt Lake City. All right, so Salt Lake City, their fuel was expensive, guys. I'm about to go ahead and throw that on the screen now. As you can see, I had to pay $326 for 87 gallons of fuel. After my fuel discount, it came down to be $292.44. And then I also filled up my DEF. So DEF is really kind of, well, I guess it was the DEF and the diesel together where it kind of pushed it up to that 326. But hey, part of trucking. You can't have diesel without DEF, you know. So now, once we break that down, this is how the total profit is looking. If you take $6,014.15, that was what the total profit was from the beginning of this video. You can actually go back and look at it. And then you actually deduct the 2 fuel stops that we took. We're now at a total profit of $5,552.93 now, as we are continuing on this load. Like I said, man, if my calculations are right, by the time I end this load, I should still have a total profit of about $5,000. So, you know, we just have to wait and see. We still currently running this load, so we'll know for sure. But I believe I'm gonna be at about $5,552.93 if I calculated my fuel right. Let me know in the comments if y'all enjoying these videos and y'all like how I'm showing y'all the breakdown after fuel and everything. And if you're learning a lot from these videos as well, let me know in the comments, man. Make sure that y'all just like and subscribe for me. Y'all show me that y'all enjoying these videos, man. Show some support. I'm real close to getting monetized. I'm almost halfway through. Well, I'm actually halfway through. I actually got 500 subscribers now, on my way to 1,000. But let me know in the comments, man. Let's get back to the video. What's up, YouTube? So I'm in Boyd, Idaho. Or Boys, however you pronounce it. I believe it's Boys. Anywho, I'm in Idaho, and I'm here at my delivery now. My last stop that I did earlier this morning, they took everything off the truck themselves, so I didn't have to. That's why I didn't get any footage from that. And then also at this delivery as well, they said that they're gonna get everything off as well. So I won't have any footage of taking anything off of the truck at this one either. But this stop will wrap up today, and then I'm on my way to Washington, and then I'm gonna be in Washington tomorrow, which is actually putting me one day ahead. So I should be done with this whole delivery one day early, and I'm gonna try to get another load in before I do this Oregon back down the road. So yeah, this is what it's like, man. Day in the life. Sometime, man, you know, it really just depends on the customer. If they're gonna have us getting everything off the truck or not. But at this one, they said that we don't, so I ain't really worried about it. Could be like that guy. Like they have to break theirs down, but mine's only had like 6 pieces, so they said that they could get it. So, see y'all in Washington. Alright, y'all, and I'm about an hour away from the Loves. By the time I make it to the Loves, it may be dark. But my train hit today. About to throw it on the screen as I usually do.
Slow down. Speed limit exceeded.
So I didn't make 1% today. I made a 0.5%. So I made 1,000 today on the trains. Oh yeah, and if I'm working on my Discord right now, because I would, give y'all access to my signals and things like that now. If y'all want to copy like some of my trades and stuff, and I'm doing forex. But yeah, if y'all want access to it, then it's gonna be in my Discord as well. And then also I'm gonna list the courses that I took that taught me how to do it. One of them is $349, and then the other one is $997. And I've actually partnered with the owner of the course because I told her that I was gonna bring my people over. So I'm gonna drop that link in my Discord as well. Then if y'all interested in trying to learn how to trade, or if y'all just want to copy my signals, my signals is $97 a month. But I ain't trying to sell y'all no package. It's just what people asking. But yeah. That's gonna probably go ahead and just wrap it up for today. And hopefully we can get this load finished a day early, because the drop that I just did, that was actually supposed to deliver tomorrow, and I was supposed to be delivering that in Idaho tomorrow, but hell, I'm already in Washington, so I'm already like a day ahead now. So, and hopefully I'm gonna be able to do the same thing tomorrow too. It's not scheduled to end until the 19th, but I think I can probably knock it out by at least the 18th. So, day 2 coming tomorrow. If I have to unload, then it'll be a lot more things to see. Let's wrap it up. All right, y'all. So today is September the 17th, and I just arrived at the next delivery. Gotta get the paperwork for this now. See. So let me sit this on my snapshot right quick. So yeah, boy, there's some stops on this motherfucker. You feel me? But shit, for that paper, it's a stop. Let's see. Yeah, this is stop 5. Sit this right here. Put this right here. Get my paperwork. Alright, so yeah, this is stop 5. Flip the camera. Alright. I'm so ready to get my headset. Well, not headset, but I ordered this mount that basically I get to click it up on my head and it'll be like how it looks. But I'm here at the drop now, so let me get checked in. All right, y'all, so this is my first stop of the day. Went ahead and got back then, released the straps, and then now, I have to go through the boxes and I have to make sure that each one is aligned with each individual stop. They throw things all through this trailer, so some of them might be in the back, some of them might be in the front, and then after that I have to go through the paperwork with the people who unloaded at the actual delivery, and then we get things in order. Now, as a CDL driver, not everything is going to be touch freight. We have some that's drop and hook, and if you're not familiar with drop and hook, it's just the exchange of 2 trailers, right? So we have some freight that is like that, and then we also have some freight whenever they unload it with a forklift, like how you see it at your normal plants. So do not let this discourage you. But let's get back to the video. And man, y'all make sure y'all like and subscribe. All right, y'all, so got everything back secured. Got everything off the truck. On to the next stop. All right, y'all, so y'all see where I'm at again. We at that fuel pump. That's gonna tear down your profit every time. So let's get back to it, man. Y'all pull out them calculators. So at the last time we stopped at the pump, we was $5,552.93 in profit. And as y'all can just see, I had to put in $203.39, which is leaving me at a total profit of $5,349.54, guys. Yep, so with that being said, that's our profit for right now, and this load isn't over. So as you can see, whenever we got to the next stop, this one, man, they had a lot of boxes, man. Whenever I say a lot of boxes, I mean a lot of boxes. So as I had to go through, it took me a couple minutes to find the right angle that I liked to where y'all would actually be able to see what I actually had to go through today at this stop. But it wasn't awful. It wasn't horrible. You know, it's just working. It's just grinding. You know, that's gonna be a part of it. That's one of the major things I felt like is about trucking. Whenever you go for those big loads that's paying a lot, you best believe it's gonna be some type of work involved. They're not just giving away big loads for you to just pull up and drop and hook it, and you know that's just not how it goes. One of these loads, y'all are gonna catch it whenever I do forklifts, because at Mercer we do a lot of forklift orders too, and with those, man, we have to actually get the wood and the nails out of the ground of the trailer, out of the bottom of the trailer, you know, but they pay really well. So because they pay really well, you know, some type of work is gonna be included in it. And y'all let me know in the comments, man. Do y'all feel like this is too much work for a CDL driver? Would you want to do this work? Would you do this work for the right amount of pay? You just let me know, man. Let me know y'all opinions on the videos, and I do be reading the comments, and I try to respond to every single last one of y'all, man. And I'm really enjoying this, bringing y'all this content. You know, I feel like this is what keeps me motivated, man. I wanna help motivate people to actually go out and get their CDL. Whatever it is that's stopping you, I just want to be there to show you exactly like what you're up against. Now, you are gonna have to get some type of experience at first, unless you just go out and buy your own truck and get your own authority and start running your own loads. But this is what a day in the life of a semi truck driver looks like. Someone who actually lives in their truck. I do not go home every single weekend, every other weekend. I actually stay out over the road weeks at a time. To me, that's the only way how you're going to be able to actually accumulate enough money to where you can actually see what's the word that I'm looking for? But you'll actually be able to see your money. You know, and that's not even the word that I was looking for. But to me, if you're going home every weekend, you might as well go work at a plant. Might as well just get a regular job, because the money whenever you're at home is only going to be about $1,000 to, you know, $1,100, maybe $1,200 a week. And to me, you know, that's just not enough whenever I know that I can reach other heights and I like to reach my max potential. All right. And I'm pretty sure I'm not the only person who thinks like that. A lot of people want to reach their max potential, you know. And like I said, man, if you haven't already, please like and subscribe to this channel, man. You know, let me know if there's anything that y'all would like to see more of, see less of. If there's any questions that y'all would like to get answered, I'll help you to my best ability, man. But y'all see, man, this load is almost done. We had a lot of freight on this one. Like I said, a whole lot of boxes. You know, and then we only have 2 more stops after this, and I'm actually finishing this load a whole 2 days early. So I'm gonna try to squeeze in an additional load, which will basically increase that monthly revenue if I'm actually able to get 2 more loads in. Yeah, so y'all just let me know, man, if y'all enjoying this stuff, man. And overall, those boxes was not even heavy for real. I actually had a dolly. I'm fast forwarding this, so I'm not sure if y'all can actually see me actually using a dolly, but I actually had a dolly. So the heavier boxes, um, I didn't have to actually lift them. I was actually just able to roll them on the dolly and get that out the way. But I did make it to a shower this time at night. Yesterday I actually slept at my delivery, so therefore I wasn't at a truck stop. But I actually made it to a truck stop tonight. If y'all make sure that y'all continue watching this video, y'all gonna actually see what a truck stop shower looks like. And then tomorrow I'm gonna finish this load, and then that's it for this one, y'all. And then we gonna turn in paperwork, get paid, and then we on to the next load finally. I know y'all tired of this one load. Me too, cause I feel like I've been doing it forever. But man, let's stay consistent. Let's get to it. Let's get to the next load. As y'all can see, back in the truck, we about to pull off, close them doors, go to this last drop, and then we are officially on the way to Oregon. This is the last stop that I had in Washington. They got everything off of the truck before I even had time to set up my camera, man. It was so quick. But let's go. All right, y'all. So this is the inside. We got a bench, your toilet, a sink, and over here, this is your shower. Alright, y'all, so this is the last fuel stop of the trip. It's raining, as y'all can see, so I didn't want to put my phone out there and let it get wet. But I'm on pump 23. I'm about to go ahead and go in and finish filling up now. Get the last one in. And then we got 2 stops this morning, and then it's over with. Alright, y'all, so this is actually my last drop. The drop before this, they wouldn't even let me record. But as y'all can see, man, fuel stop was $87.94. We was sitting at a total profit of $5,349.54. Subtract that fuel fill up from this morning, $87.94, leaves us at a total profit of $5,261.60 on this load, y'all. I mean, shit, you can't beat that. You feel me? Like, even though it had me up in the mountains, and I'm talking mountains, I'm talking like that shit had like Yodelay-hoo. I'm talking about that shit was out there. You know what I'm saying? But man, y'all let me know in the comments, man, if y'all enjoyed doing this load with me, man, and I'm gonna bring y'all more loads. Alright, y'all, so this is actually my last drop. The drop before this, they wouldn't even let me record. But as y'all can see, man, fuel stop was $87.94. We was sitting at a total profit of $5,349.54. Subtract that fuel fill up from this morning, $87.94, leaves us at a total profit of $5,261.60 on this load, y'all. I mean, shit, you can't beat that. You feel me? Like, even though it had me up in the mountains, and I'm talking mountains, I'm talking like that shit had like Yodelay-hoo. I'm talking about that shit was out there. You know what I'm saying? But man, y'all let me know in the comments, man, if y'all enjoyed doing this load with me, man, and I'm gonna bring y'all more loads. Also, my trade today didn't make any profit, but it hit break even. I'm about to throw that on the screen right here. So that's my trade. Y'all know y'all can check the dates. And this is the Mercer Pay breakdown. So if you look down to that third section where you see charges, you'll see where it says total revenue for this load was $6,669.89. And then where it says charges, you will see where it says my September accidental insurance. They deducted $39 for that. They deducted $216.96 for the trailer rental. Physical damage was $102. Other reserve, like I told y'all, I have $100 per per load that goes into my reserve. So $100 went into that. $2,813.85 went into my checking account. Right whenever we started this load, $3,334 went to my fuel card. The $1.75 fee for the early pay on the fuel card. and then the $62.33 for my license gave a total charge of $6,669.89. So load completed, pay on the way. See y'all on the next load. We over. It's over with. Peace.